Hey, Skullbells TV, we're doing bench dips today. So let's go over the basic form of the exercise first and then talk about advanced techniques like adding weight and incorporating drop sets. So if you're a natural bodybuilder or a hypertrophy training athlete, you'll keep those triceps growing in bulking season and thick and full in cutting season. Bench dips are a classic triceps exercise that targets the medial, lateral, and long heads of the triceps, working them through their full range of motion. You can do them anywhere that you have a bench. Great for those of you that train at home like I do. If you travel a lot like I do, these are a good one to be familiar with so that you never have an excuse to miss a workout when you're on the road. My son and I like to hang out at North Park at Billings where he can get his exercise in and I can work in triceps or chin-ups or whatever while he's on the elliptical or on the merry-go-rounds. Start with your hands in a sturdy position, pronated with your feet on the ground, ideally to where your back is a few inches away from the bench. Concentric or upward part of each rep should be quick and explosive. It's okay to lock out at the top and squeeze your triceps, but you don't really have to. Just make sure that you're focusing hard on the triceps and making sure that you're taking them through their entire range of motion. The eccentric or downward part of each rep should be slow and controlled. And remember that you are training for hypertrophy, so it's the muscle stimulus that counts, not the overall volume and how many sets and reps that you're doing all the time. That being said, you don't need to be too strict on tracking volume with these because once again, it's the stimulus that counts. But generally speaking, 8 to 12 reps is going to be your best rep range for the triceps. And once you get to the point to where you're progressing past 12 to 15 reps, like that starts to become too easy, then that's when you want to start adding weight that causes you to fail around 8 to 12 reps and then drop the weight and see how many you can do afterwards. Just do as many as you can. If you can get 8, that's pretty good. You can use a dumbbell, a kettlebell, or a pile of dead babies. But whatever you use, get creative and don't tell anyone anything that they don't need to know. So for example, I typically get 20 reps with just my body weight only. So when I add 50 pounds, I can only get 10 to 12 reps. That's perfect for me. So when I can't do any more than that, I toss the dumbbell to the side immediately and then get 8 reps before my triceps are completely shot, and then they need a minute or two of rest before the next set. So write down what you did, how you did, and make sure the next time you do them, you can do more if your goal is to build muscle, and make sure those numbers stay the same if your goal is to tone, sculpt, and cut. Take before and after pictures and keep up the progress. And if you're a competitive bodybuilder, you should be paying close attention to your side triceps pose and your back double biceps pose, which are pretty much the two main men's and women's bodybuilding poses that best display the triceps. The judges want to see the triceps bellies hanging low on the back double bicep pose, and the side triceps, of course, is going to show all 3 heads of the triceps, but especially the lateral head, which makes you wider from the top, right? We all want to have the ability to display a broad upper body and as narrow of a waist as possible. The side serratus and the abs and thighs poses will best highlight the long head of the triceps. So as you can see, the triceps are very, very critical for every single pose, and bench dips are a killer way to work those bad boys. Thanks a lot for watching. Comment below if you have any questions, and I'll get right back to you ASAP. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel for more workout videos and motivational content, because there's lots coming up. For workout motivation, check out the supersetyourlife.com podcast. My wife and I publish 2 times a week over there. For our award-winning deep dive nutrition channel, you should check out our podcast, Carnivore Coaches Corner. Richard Smith from England and I have been publishing every single week, usually on Wednesdays for well over a year now. Haven't missed a week since, and don't plan on missing one anytime soon, because the carnivore diet is a way of life, and it's what we do, and it's who we are in this house. So links in the description of this video for both of those. God bless everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.